Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I have to confess that I am a bit nervous about this one. I'm used to giving lectures, but not this kind of talk. So I asked my 10-year-old son, Zach, and my 12-year-old daughter, Yasmin, shall I try and be funny, witty, clever? And they goes, no, Dad, just be yourself. Okay, Ed, let's go. Right, I'm going to give you the talk menu. First of all, why, and that's to do with energy. The what is crystals, and the who is a mystery, and that is, was Shakespeare a chemist? And so first of all, energy, it's a really hot topic, both literally and metaphorically. And obviously we're trying to cut down the CO2 emissions from fossil fuels. So there's a big interest in looking at greener alternatives. So the challenge is, can we develop solar power, wind power? At this point, I could have put a profound quote from a US president, but I went for another philosopher, a very important philosopher, Kermit the Frog. It ain't easy being green. And he's right. There's no magic solution. There's no magic bullet. So what am I working on? I'm working on batteries that go in portables. I mean, they've revolutionized portable electronics. So as in life, size is important. And as you can see from my taste in music, I love jingly jangly guitar music. That's my iPod. So what's the next challenge? Well, the next challenge with lithium batteries is to do with cars, electric cars. Oh, is it stuck? It wasn't me. So the next challenge is to do with electric cars. And the electric cars are obviously going to use larger batteries. So they've got to be cheaper and safer. So we need new materials. So when I go to parties, and that's when I get invited, that is, when people ask me, what do we do, Saiful? I say, I model. And it's not modelling down the catwalk, it's computer modelling. So back with your 3D specs, and the 3D specs, you can see, hopefully you can see, for the best effect, I would stare and move your head side to side, and even if that doesn't work, it makes me smile. As you can tell, that is a very regular structure. It's salt, it's sodium chloride, which we're riffing with Steve and Ed behind us. And the small atoms are sodium, the large atoms. So what do... Ooh. So crystals can conduct ions. Ooh. Who needs gravity, eh? So crystals can contain impurities as well. And those impurities can be in crystals, but also in illegal substances as well. But what's the connection with Shakespeare? Well, in Midsummer Night's Dream, when Demetrius wakes up to see Helena, he says to her, "To what shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy." What Shakespeare's trying to say here is that compared to Helena's beautiful eyes, crystals contain ionic impurities. So Shakespeare was a chemist. Anyway, this is a structure unit, a part of a battery. I show that because it's cobalt connected to 6 oxygens, and it produces an octahedron. And you need that for the next slide. Back with your slide. So in your mobile phone, in your iPod, in your laptop, this is the material, a cobalt oxide. You can see it's very sheet-like. You've got these sheets of cobalt oxides, you've got these sheets of lithium ions, and as in life, the important stuff is happening between the sheets. Boom, boom. And so when you're charging your phone, that red symbol and that green symbol is showing you some lithium-ion chemistry. That's an important fact. So remember that. So when I'm testing new battery materials, they're tested in this beautiful AC Cobra up in Strathclyde, Glasgow. And as you can see from what they're wearing, it was a relatively warm day. This has nothing to do with lithium batteries, but it's a lovely... So move your head side to side. It's amazing how those antennae follow you around. So that millipede could be... So the next slide is my take-home text messages. I hope I've shown you that we need greener battery materials. Ions move in crystals, and chemists can model. And also Shakespeare's probably a chemist as well. So feedback. when I give my lectures, I got this feedback from one of my students, the F word. If I only had 1 hour to live, I'd attend one of your lectures. However, because it would feel like an eternity. Boom. Thank you, and I want a gin and tonic. Thank you.